Good morning. Welcome to Options Tender. It's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully we'll have a wonderful trading week. I'm pretty bearish on the market, and I think this week is going to be a pretty large move to the downside. And I'm going to show you pretty much two setups. SPY, because that's where we think the overall market is heading down. We're in a 1-2 bear setup, and I do have a video for that. I'll put it at the end of the video here. I'll attach it. And then Nvidia. Nvidia's carving out a pattern here, and I think it's about to break major support. So if you're new here, go down to that bottom right hand corner, hit that Options Tender logo, and subscribe. And don't forget to like the video. You guys have been doing a fantastic job in helping out with that. Our channel is growing, and hopefully we're getting good information out there to you. So let's jump into it. We're just going to stay on the lower time frame. I might have to show you the daily time frame on Nvidia just to show you the 8 EMA. That's very important for us. So we have SPY on the 65. Broke down from this major wedge. That is a sell signal in itself. Back test to the wedge. Breakdown from there. That's another sell signal. What I think is happening is impulse wave down, rebound, lower high, impulse wave down. So we have a 1-2 setup going into a time cluster. Okay, so I do believe that this 1-2 setup is going to bring us down to somewhere around this gap. That's just an initial move. Okay, so this being a wave 3 on a minute level, then I think it'll take us down to this level here, but that won't be the ultimate bottom for this particular move. We will have to work through some wave 3, 4, 4/5s. So, you know, this could be down to 500. This could be down a little bit lower to the 480 area if this is a strong enough move. All right, so we'll work those targets out each and every day. So I've been doing these videos fairly often now because we've had some breakthroughs. Breakdown is more appropriate for the situation. So stay tuned and also hit that notification bell because I plan on doing these videos anytime there's some movement and we're making some progress on our projection. So as we like I said, we're kind of consolidating here right now. We're triangulating. We're in a neutral an equilibrium, I should say, because I know that we have CPI coming up on Wednesday. I don't think the market's going to wait quite till then, but we might start breaking down after 2 p.m. today, heading into this time factor. So let's look at this. We have the Elliott wave, this huge cluster of time, and that is projected. I'm not going to go through all of them, but a lot of these are projected from moves heading up. But now that I believe a top is in, we're starting to gather these relationships, meaning a high to high to high in this situation, seeing how price is going in there at a high into that cluster. Very similar to when we had a cluster, I believe 2 videos back, and it might have been Thursday, we talked about the time cluster being right here, and we ended up selling off the day that we made the video, and so we had a bottom going into that time cluster. So this isn't a prediction on where price will be, but when the time cluster hits, meaning tomorrow, 4/9, where is price going to be? Is price going to already be way down here at 502? Then I would say we're looking for a bottom in this cluster. Are we going to, waste time and possibly go just a little bit higher going into tomorrow? Then I think we'd have some sort of top, this wave 2 top, and then we'll look for. So it's just a relationship. But here's how we get our projection for this wave 3. Minor, so you have this initial wave 1, 2, and then in the turquoise, and then in the purple, we have our lower degree wave 1 and 2. So that's what I'm measuring first, the 1, 2. And you take your extension tool that's in Thinkorswim, that's this one right here, the Fibonacci extension, from the top of wave 2 to the, top of wave 1 to the bottom of wave 1 to the top of wave 2, potential top. And that will give us our wave 3 approximation. It's very typical for the 162% extension, which is about 502.50 here. And it coincides with these tops. And it's a zone. So you have bottoms here. Okay, so you have resistance, a gap over. So we can consider this support, and support here, all in the zone. That's where the price action is going to be, anywhere from 502 to 504-ish for just that wave 3. Then you have to work out your little bounce for wave 4 down to wave 5, which is the higher degree wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5 again. And this is not where I project it to be. These are just placeholders at this time. Okay, so that's SPY. Let's go to Nvidia, and let's jump on to the daily real quick. And we look at the 8 EMA quite often to see where we're trending. And I believe we're getting pushed, we're getting rejected off of this 8 EMA. Once again, we were testing it. We came all the way back up here, riding the 8 EMA down, and we're starting to get a price action squeezing us between this very important support here at about 860, 865-ish area. And to me, this is a descending triangle. We already broke down from a major trend line, back tested, got that large move here, and we'll go down to detail on the 65. And at minimum, we were thinking about taking off our trade at about the 800, which is the 50 moving average. I do think price action is very possible to cut through this, but it's not unusual to get a reaction or a bounce off of the 50. And so maybe price wants to come down here to the 50, back test the breakdown area, and head lower. So that's a more conservative situation. Otherwise, price action could just continue to cut through and be very impulsive to the downside, which Nvidia is known for. So all that said, I just don't think I would take a long position at this 50-day moving average. If you do, then give yourself some room for a stop. And anyway, I'm not telling you how to trade. This is just, I think this is an area that possibly with this triangle here, you could get a little reaction. Okay, so and don't forget, if price wants to fall even faster, maybe price on the daily time frame pauses here, comes down to the low. The market closes and gaps down underneath it. That's very typical for the market. Okay, now let me get this video out to you. So let's do this 65 minutes so you can possibly jump in this trade here. On the 65 minute, we're at the 200-day moving average. Had a reaction right on it right there, but this is our support area. We're right at it now. So after having a high here, we have a possible 1-2 setup, and then this continues on. This could be counted as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think so. I think this is possibly, if you are counting it like this would be the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then this would be a possible A, B, C. That's a little bit more bullish scenario. I think the 8 EMA is going to suppress price, and we'll put our stop above the 8 EMA. So in other words, right here at the 888, and also this trend line would be a great spot to get out of this trade. We're now testing the bottom of this triangulation, this equilibrium right here. It happened back here. It happened again here, the breakdown. And again, here, the breakdown. This is going to help the market also move down lower with NVIDIA leading the direction. Okay, so as we break down from here, I'm already in the trade from up top here, but you can use this as a breakdown, and you can also use breaking this support here as your trade as well, because if you take your trade and you get back above here, you can stop out your position from there. And just showing just a slight Elliott wave. I don't have this 1-2 here set up there. I thought I did this. Well, I did not do the count for you. I thought I had it on here. What we do have is the SMH is looking very similar to NVIDIA. So I'll have to set up NVIDIA there. We're starting to break down from this bear flag here. So if you don't want to, I know that options are very expensive for NVIDIA. If you could use an option strategy, or you can even go to SMH, would be a cheaper option contracts for puts. Starting to break down from here. I do believe that this SMH is starting to travel down to about the 209 area with that same technique I told you about SPY, where we have this 1-2, 1-2 setup, and that's actually not even, this is on a very minute level. The primary 1-2 is already in, and I think we're getting ready to get our first wave 3 out of this whole individual mess here, and we're going down to about 209. And that 209 area would take us, and it could spike through. That's just an area. So we a larger support would be about 207. So let's call it between 207 and 210. Right in this consolidation area would be the support for this next impulse move to the downside. All right. So that's what we're looking at. Hope this helps. Get this video out to you. Don't forget to like, and we will see you tomorrow.